Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, the NASCAR Cup Series Ambetter Health 400 from cold Atlanta Motor Speedway. Whew, what a week. We had a little bit of news this week. You know, Denny Hamlin goes on his podcast and says, yep, I wrecked him on purpose. And then we had the louvers taken from Hendrick Motorsports' 4 cars and Justin Haley's car. And we had Eric Almirola have a loose tire, a wheel come off, so that was a penalty. We had all those penalties come out on Wednesday, and just craziness since then. Obviously, the XM Satellite Radio, Channel 90 for NASCAR, everyone's discussed everything. And then we had news today that at the North Wilkesboro All-Star Race, Kevin Harvick will once again drive the number 29. I actually think that's pretty cool that they're going to do that. His kind of a paint scheme, kind of a throwback to his first win at Atlanta Motor Speedway, driving the 29 GM Goodwrench, white GM Goodwrench car in March of 2001, his third career Cup Series start. Yeah, with all these points deductions, the top 16 of points looks all weird right now. Now, to clarify some things, yes, William Byron keeps his win. Because the louvers were taken before pre-race inspection. On Friday, during practice, NASCAR saw there was an issue, waited until practice was over with, confiscated the louvers from all 400 cars, and then, according to Chris Rice, with Justin Haley's car, one of them. So they've all appealed. They put new ones on. They passed pre-race inspection. They went on the race. So if you fail, if you have an issue like this before pre-race inspection or after post-race inspection, so if they take cars back to the R&D center and there's an issue, that's when it gets to the points. If they would have found it during post-race inspection, then it would have been disqualification. All right, let's get to Atlanta Motor Speedway. Last year, William Byron, Willie B, won this race 1 year ago, followed by Ross Chastain, Kyle Busch, Daniel Suarez, Corey LaJoie, Chase Elliott, Chris Buescher, Martin Truex Jr., Joey Logano, Alex Bowman, 11 cautions for 65 laps. 46 lead changes among 20 drivers. Willie B led 111 laps, Ross Chastain 42, and Chase Elliott 29. The longest green flag run we had was 45 laps. They moved the pit road entrance back to turn 3. So literally, pit road is twice as long as it was. I just don't understand. I don't know why they did it for this year versus last year. But yeah, I think it's going to be, if there's green flag pit stops, you're losing 2 laps. Yeah, I just don't understand why they didn't do it this year, not last year. I don't understand that. I don't know if they realized there was an issue coming off of on the pit road or what was going on with that. So that's going to make green flag pit stops virtually non-existent. You're not flipping stages. You can't lose that kind of laps. So hopefully cautions, 4 tires and go. July race, Chase Elliott won it, followed by Ross Chastain, Austin Cindric, Eric Jones, Ryan Blaney, Daniel Suarez, Justin Haley, Eric Almirola, Cole Custer, and Harrison Burton. We had 13 cautions for 64 laps, 27 lead changes among 12 drivers. Chase Elliott led a race high 96 laps, followed by Ross Chastain at 32 and William B at 41. Now we know Chase Elliott will not be in this race. Josh Berry will be driving the number 9 car. Ross Chastain, 2 second place finishes 1 year ago. Chase Elliott averaged 3.5 with the win. Daniel Suarez 5.0. Eric Jones and Justin Haley both 9.0. Average finish, Martin Truex 9.5. Ryan Blaney 11.0. Corey LaJoie 13.0. Bubba Wallace 13.5. Eric Almirola and Brad Keselowski both 15. So with the deduction of points for William Byron, Alex Bowman, Kyle Larson, Justin Haley, and Denny Hamlin, that's a heck of a list of points of deductions. The wildest penalty report I've ever seen and just everything that was being said by people calling in to XM Saddle Radio the last few days. It was just been insane. Justin Haley is sitting 37th in points, minus 40. He is 50 points behind Jimmy Johnson, and Jimmy only had 10. So right now we have, let's see where everybody's at here. Alex Bowman is 23rd in points with 4 top 10s. William Byron is 29th in points with 2 wins. Kyle Larson is 32nd in points. Chase Elliott actually moved up to 26. He's missed 2 races already. He's still got 49 points. So yeah, it's so just goofy right now. It's so early in the season though too. We have 21 races left in the regular season. 22 races, excuse me. We have a Talladega race. We have a Daytona race. We have 2 Atlanta races, so those are wild cards. We have COTA, which is pretty much a wild card. We have Chicago Street Course, no one's ever been on. We have Indianapolis Road Course and Watkins Glen Road Course and Sonoma. So we got like 9 races that we consider wild cards, speedways and road courses. Yeah. So what has to happen for Hendrick Motorsports? They need to win each car. They need there not to be more than 16 winners if they don't get a win. William Byron has 2 wins. Those 2 wins still count toward the playoffs. But his playoff points, and like I explained in the video I did about the penalties, about Hendrick Motorsports penalties, he's only got 3 playoff points, even though he's got 2 wins. Kyle Busch has got a win, and he's got 5 playoff points from that, and then Ricky Stenhouse Jr. The rest of the top 16, so if the postseason started now, which we know it doesn't, but if it did, Kevin Harvick, Ross Chastain, Christopher Bell, Ryan Blaney, Martin Truex Jr., Daniel Suarez, Joey Logano, Brad Keselowski, Chris Buescher, Denny Hamlin dropped to 13th in points, and you know Ross Chastain is living rent-free in his head right now. And his podcast is going to be very, very interesting on Monday. Because he's already said he's not going to appeal the point penalty and the fine, but he's going to appeal to the public. I'm like, I don't know what the hell he's going to say. Actions detrimental. There's got more talk on NASCAR Satellite Radio this week than ever before. Bubba Wallace, Austin Cindric, and Corey LaJoie are your top 16. Fantasy Live. I am sucking right now in Fantasy Live picks. Do I have? Yeah, I got it right here. So in the TMB league that I'm in, I am 2,838th out of 4,115. I got 582 points. In the NASCAR Cadmus Fantasy Dumpster Fire, I am 1,629th out of 2,796, 542 points. The NASCAR Fantasy Fastlane, I am 1,664th out of 3,264th, 620 points. Out of the XM Fantasy Racing Preview League, I am 655th out of 1,813 with 682 points. And then the NASCAR America Motormouth, I am, where am I here? There's 16,140 people in that league. I am 7,452. Yeah, I suck. So my fantasy, because I typically have been doing different lineups for each of those. This week, straight across the board, same 6. I got Corey LaJoie, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., William Byron, Brad Keselowski, Justin Haley, and Harrison Burton are my 6. Harrison Burton currently is in the garage. I'll decide before stage 2 if he's going to go get in there somewhere. Taking advantage of save some starts for Kyle Busch. I've used him almost every race already. So yeah, I only got 7 starts left of him. So I got to work on load management with him. I've not used any of these guys yet. So I'm going to empty the bench here. My 4 picks for the win. Corey LaJoie. He damn near won this race last year. Some people think Chase took him out. I don't think he did. I think Chase was racing hard. Corey was racing hard. Corey was on the outside, got into the wall. William Byron, Ross Chastain, Eric Jones. He ran well here. He's averaged 9.0. He's always running around restricted point races, so Eric Jones. So my 4 picks to win the Ambetter Health 400, Eric Jones, Ross Chastain, William Byron, and Corey LaJoie. Make sure you check out the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series Driver Power Rankings, the NASCAR Xfinity Series Driver Power Rankings, and then the Cup Series Driver Power Rankings. As always, thanks for watching the Robert Sports Show. Don't just have a great day, have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports sound content.